Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Bills going up against the Bengals. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Newton on 1st down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now Cam, option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 50, Newton drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Newton. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, Newton. Flushed out right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. On second down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Off play action. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat.
And the pressure gets to him again. Rodninkovich coming on the blitz. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Here's Newton. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's Newton now on second down. The left side caught by Diggs. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Newton. Sliding out of the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. In the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Andrew Luck with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And as he sees the play clock ticking down, Marvin Lewis decides to call the timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, it's Newton. Quick hitch, complete. It's Anderson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. To throw on second down is Newton. Buying time to his left. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On second down, Kamara. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Newton on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a second and long.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Newton now to throw. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he's going to go down again. David Irving able to swap it from that defensive team. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. On 1st and 10, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now it's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vernon Butler in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A big 30-yard play on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference, defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Marlon Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 52 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Newton being chased out left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Newton, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Third and long, it's Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They snap it to Newton. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Newton now to throw. He's going to fire one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. The Bengals getting set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. The swing pass caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robbie Anderson. A lot of scoring.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Browns going up against the Cowboys.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Kaiser on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Let's go.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A second down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joe Schobert in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Here comes the D swarming to the line. 2nd down, Kaiser. Trying to lay one up deep. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, 34 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Prescott to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Prescott now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. We'll give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's airing it out for Williams. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
A second down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. Third down here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Kaiser now to throw on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 41 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been. But it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Browns getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Kaiser being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's taken it around the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And this is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here we go.
First down, Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, with the breather, shift gears to the NFL coaching news that certainly everyone was talking about this week. New York Giants parting ways, Charles, with Ben McAdoo.
And that's the first time that the Giants organization has made a move during the season since 1976, when they relieved Bill Arnsparger of his duties as the head coach. They also told the general manager his services were no longer needed. So they're going to clean house and start fresh again in 2018. What a tough way to go for the New York Giants.
It's been an interesting year for them. It's just a franchise, obviously, with so much pride in their history. We'll see if they can turn it around. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A first down throw for Kaiser. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Browns on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Kaiser throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. Kaiser to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Prescott on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 29 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back near his goal line, Kaiser, a quick hitter, complete. It's Gordon. And he's into the clear. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 96 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.